Hi, Grade 5 ear tests, oral tests, AMEB, Australian Music Examinations Board, Grade 5. 5, it's shining. It's very similar to Grade 4, so I'm sure you've been working through these, not jumping in at Grade 5, don't try that. A rhythm section, pitch, 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 just like in Grade 4, rhythm, pitch, pitch, pitch. Yes, so it's essentially the same with tiny additions. The rhythm is a little bit longer. Let's start there. I'll play it again, you'll be clapping it back. Well done. So what it says is the examiner will play twice a passage in duple or triple time. The candidate will then tap or clap, you'll be clapping, the passage and state whether it is in duple or triple time. What was that one? Yes, it was triple. Very good. Now, let's do some explaining. Two things to be aware of. One is that you have to start to get to know your own memory at about this point. Almost everybody has a natural memory tendency towards the beginning of these, well, probably of everything, but of these examples, or a few people remember the middle and some people always remember the end. I'm an end person. I can remember the end really well, which means I have to really concentrate on the beginning and think of memorizing that, because the end will just happen for me. So whichever bit happens naturally for you, concentrate on the bit that doesn't work. And then there's another thing that we've looked at in the earlier grades and starts to come along here more, is that for some brains, if you give it more information, it can remember it more. So I've got my dolphin's milk bar. That doesn't make any sense. It must have happened the first time, and I've been using dolphins and milk bars ever since. Maybe the unusual nature of it makes it easier for me to remember things. Dolphins, milk bars, going to the, in the. So just slightly behind the music, you might, if this works for you, add lyrics. I will make this up and, you know, let's see. I'm at the milk bar, you know, and there are dolphins there to see. I can do it on one listening now, although I've played before. I'm at the milk bar, you know, and there are dolphins there you see. With that, I will not leave out any notes, and I can come back to it in 10 minutes' time and it's still there. I'm at the milk bar, you know, and there are dolphins there to see. That's easier for me. So you might like to draw it or paint it with your feet, whatever works, because it is going to get trickier, 5th grade and upwards. So here we go. Here's a few more examples and try out a few things to see what works for you. I'll play it again. It sounded like right, which brings us to another problem for lots of people. In these examples, there you go, you'll find quite a lot of long notes in the middle of things. Okay? They are there to trick you out. So many people can't stop on that ba-da-do-do-do-do-do-do. But they'll put in some extra notes here. They panic. So don't panic when there's nothing, because there are long notes and nothings in some of these examples. Have you memorized the whole page? What was that in? Yes, it was. Here's another one. Did you do that nice long minimum at the beginning, or did you panic and put some extra notes in? And if I had to add words to that, I would go, I'm walking to the sun, walking down into the rain. Walking then unto the rain. I'm walking to the sun, walking then unto the rain. Okay, didn't have to make any sense. I'm not going to have time to adjust the lyrics as I go, and you've got to be able to be right behind where it is so that you don't predict the word dolphin when you're only going to get one beat. I'm walking to the sun, walking then unto the rain. That'll get me the right amount of notes. And on to pitch. You can do more examples as you go. Yeah. You've all got these books, right? If you're in 5th grade, you should have something like this book. Or this book. Sing. And do you remember how to do this? We wish you a Merry Christmas, right? And that's a perfect 4th. Yes, it is. Do you want me to walk through them again? I'll do them all in D. Major 2nd is Rudolph, Rudolph. Major 3rd is While Shepherds Washed Their Socks by Night. We wish you a Merry Christmas is a perfect 4th. Star Wars, perfect 5th. I added a note. Or Twinkle, Twinkle, if you're lacking. My marvelous is a major 6th. Yeah, and it is just major, so it's exactly the same as 4th grade for this one. Major 7th, Maria, I just perfect octave. And do sing it, because on some pianos a perfect 5th and a perfect octave can be, on an out of tune piano, you may not pick an octave as being an octave. On a beautifully tuned piano, you may pick a perfect 5th as being an octave. I've seen people get those two wrong. Okay, I'll run through them. Gotta sing it. It's a perfect 5th. Yes, it is. Sing. Sorry, sing it without me playing. And it's a major 7th. Yes, it is. That's a major 3rd. Well done. You can ask for them in lower keys if you've got a low voice. It's a major 6th. Yes, it is. Major 2nd, you were right. And perfect octave. Good. Pitch is just the same as it was last time, only now it's 3 notes, not 2. So sing me the upper first of this. Right, sing me that back. La, la, la. Okay, now as we do more notes with this, and in 6th grade it will be 1 more note again, yes, and so on through the grades. The best way to stop yourself making any trouble with this is right from the first listen, try to get a feeling of what direction they're going in. Is it 3 in parallel? Is it, generally there'll be 1 in contrary motion at least, you know, or is it this? So you hear the first 2, and it can go as wide as an octave and can come in as close as a second. So we've got that. Right, did you hear the contrary motion? We get this between the 2. And that was contrary again. So if you draw it in the air, that's going to help you out a lot as you sing the lower. Good, so don't give me the names of the note, don't sing back the bottom yet, just give me the direction. Good, did you get the directions right? Concentrate on that more than anything. If you get the directions right, the notes will come. So when you're making recordings of these to work on, then get those directions right first. The lower was la, 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 la. Now, do you remember the trick? Oh, just made my hands here. That if you're in an exam and if you hum, officially they can't hear you. And when you sing la, 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 then they can. It's a nice little thing to have up your sleeve. Do hum softly. So from the very beginning, they'll tell you upper or lower part. If your ear tests have been okay till then, they'll give you the lower part. That's, you know, not much point in giving you the easy up part. So be just behind it. Find that first note and sing them as you go. It says to be played slowly by the examiner. To hum or sing from memory the higher or lower part of a 2-part progression of 3 successive intervals within the limits of an octave from middle C, played slowly by the examiner. Give me the top line on this one first. Good, do it again and give me the contrary or parallels. Good, sing that upper part. Okay, and can you find the first bottom note without me replaying it? That's an important thing to be able to get to quickly, isn't it? So you can have recordings or have a friend just play 2 notes, and how quickly can you, the instant that you've heard the 2 notes, can you find that lower note? Once you've found that first note, do you remember it was good? Try singing the lower. And sing it on la confidently now. La, la, la. For those of you having trouble with ear tests, remember that it's a build-up overall effect. It's generally only marked out of 10, occasionally for some people out of 8. I don't think, out of 15 anymore. And so if it was out of 8, there's only 2 marks out of this. They can only either give you 0 or 1 or 2 for the 3 notes. So give as close an approximation confidently of what you can, and sometimes that's enough, even if there's 1 note mistakes. If it's all mistakes, that won't be 2 out of 2. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of these. Find me that bottom note. Good, and hum along with the bottom and get those directions right. Good, sing me the bottom. And it was la, la, la. Deceptively simple bottom line. Let's sing it along with it again. La, la, la. Good, and bump off the top one, even though we didn't think about it. That's right. La, la, la. Good, have fun with those. And the last one is pitch. The examiner, having sounded any major or minor triad, either in root position or in inversion, played within the limits of an octave, the candidate will hum or sing all 3 notes, ascending or descending, as required. Right, always sing it in your head, descending first, then ascending out loud if you must. That's about getting that top note. You generally won't get that wrong. But if you start from the bottom, you can easily not hear the bottom note correctly. You might, for instance, in this first inversion major, you might choose that as the bottom note, which I'm not playing. So sing down from the top. If you had to do descending, you would go la, la, la. If you must do ascending, you'll go la, la, la. Yeah, always sing it descending. Hum softly if you must. Couple more. You got the top note? Sing it down. And then sing it up. La, la, la. Good. For the few of you finding this, might be a lot of you, finding this bit difficult, I find that people do missing notes of the chord that would fit in that I haven't played. They might go la, 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 you know, diminished or something, or la, 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 and then they'll sort of take the bottom 3 notes. Anyway, make sure that you're not simplifying it off to something that you wish the chord were. There are 3 notes, use those 3 notes. And practice it on beautifully tuned pianos and slightly out of tune pianos, because you need that for your ear anyway. La, la, la. Ascending. La, la, la. Good, this one we will do ascending, and you can hum your way. La, la, la. Good, and that's it. So work rather hard on that chordal bit, because that's going to put you in really good stead. That last thing that we were just doing then. If you want to, you know, work on Bohemian Rhapsody, just singing through the chords. Is this the real life? Is this done? That's going to help a lot. Bye. See you in the grade 6 stuff. You're doing really well. Grade 5 stuff is you're over the hurdle. This is you're onto proper good oral. You've got a good ear now. Get it better.